Welcome to St. Stephen's Nursery School. We're so happy you could join us today. My name is Sheila Cosgrove. I'm the director here at St. Stephen's. St. Stephen's is a play-based academic preschool offering the best preschool experience in the area. And I'd like to show you why. Here at St. Stephen's, your child's safety is our first priority. And due to the fact that we're still in the middle of a pandemic, one of the things that we require is that everyone wear a mask upon entering the building. People are not allowed from the outside into the building except for staff and teachers and the students, just for safety reasons. I'm going to put my mask on and we can go. Here at St. Stephen's, we have staggered arrival and dismissal times. We try to keep each class separate to help mitigate the spread of this virus. And we do daily hand sanitizing and temperature checks as your child is out here before entering the building. If your child would show any signs of COVID-19 or any other illness, we would ask that they go home for the day. One of the things that we do have at St. Stephen's is we have a 2-layer safety protocol. Our doors are locked at all times, so if you would be late with your child, we would ask you to please ring this bell and someone would come and gather your child. Follow me. That is our first layer, and then our second layer is the foyer door, which I will leave open right now. St. Stephen's gives all their children a washable, heavy-duty canvas book bag. This bag is big enough to hold all of the artwork and lunches and extra clothing, anything that your child would need for school. All the classrooms have bulletin boards, and they show each child's artwork. We have Snickers, our guinea pig, who is the class mascot. All the children love little Snickers. We feel it's very important for the children to have somebody, a little animal to respect and love. He's very important to us. Here at St. Stephen's, we have a class ratio of 1 to 12. So most classes have 12 maximum. A few classes have 14, but all classes have a teacher and an aide. St. Stephen's has a really beautiful campus. We sit on 13 acres and it's all green space. And we're very lucky because the children have a lovely playground that they can access. St. Stephen's has a very active family association, which includes parents, grandparents, caregivers. We meet monthly, and our parents help us to fundraise. The fundraising monies are spent for classroom enhancements and also for playground equipment. For example, this year we just put in this brand new climber for the children. They absolutely love it. We have a sandbox, we have slides, we have swings, we have houses, and we have the famous and iconic St. Stephen's boat, which has been around since the school came to be. Another thing that sets St. Stephen's apart from other schools is that we have a beautiful parish hall that the church allows us to use for our gross motor. So even on inclement weather, which unfortunately Erie has quite a bit of, the children are allowed to go in and play and burn off some of that excess preschool energy. So we're very fortunate. We also have a beautiful outdoor space here in Fairview. We also have a lovely indoor space at St. Stephen's.
Well, hi everyone. My name is Faith Chevalier. I go by Mrs. C, and I teach the 3-year-olds here at St. Stephen's. We do a lot of play in our room. Come on and let me show you what we do. When we come in, we sign in and put our folders in. We have name cards up, and we move them from home to school. Then my children come sit on the rug. This is our rug space. We start the day with a good morning song, with a calendar. We talk about the weather, and we sing some songs, and we read a story. We often play instruments. I'm a big instrument fan. We do touch upon the alphabet just a little bit, just to introduce letters to them. That's all for now. Some other things let me back up. Here's our schedule of the day. So we start with our circle time, then we do some centers. That's when we talk about our academic things like colors, shapes, numbers. And then we do some free play in the room, and that's when they get to just play, and they get to move around as they would like to explore the room. We use the bathroom and wash our hands. We have a snack every day. And then we either are outside or we're in our large parish hall if it's too cold or too wet. We have obstacle courses, we have little scooter bikes, we have games like Duck, Duck, Goose, we have movement games. We do all kinds of things inside when we can't get outside. And then it's time to go home. My day just runs from 9 to 11:30. Let me show you some of the things we might be doing at center time or at free play. Puzzles and Play-Doh are big for 3-year-olds. We do a lot of puzzles and Play-Doh. They enjoy manipulating both of them with their hands. We also do a lot of art in 3-year-olds. A lot of glue, some introduction to scissor work. Watercolors is another favorite. Painting of all sorts. Painting with brushes, painting with our hands, painting with combs, painting with foam pads, all kinds of painting. You name it, we can paint with it, and we have a fun time with that. And then this is some of our free play area. We do have some blocks, as you can see. There's some Mr. Potato Head, some Legos, some building things there. And then we have our kitchen area, our dress up, our dramatic play. So there's kitchen, there's baby dolls, there's dress up, and there's a little washer dryer, all kinds of things like that. So we have a great time here in our 3s. Again, it's a play-focused preschool, so we do a lot of play. No worksheets in our classroom. But we do a lot of play, a lot of reading, a lot of singing, a lot of dancing, a lot of instruments. I hope that you'll join us. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Beth Brinling. Welcome to the Moonbeam Room here at St. Stephen's, one of our 4-year-old classrooms. Let me show you around the room. First, we have our dramatic play area. This is one of the children's favorites. They can explore real-life situations. They take turns. They learn to work together, use their imaginations. Our dramatic play changes throughout the year depending on what we're learning. It's been a veterinary center in the past, a grocery store, an ice cream shop, or anything else that the children are interested in exploring. Next, we have our literacy center. We have lots of hands-on materials for the children to learn their letters. This year, we're using Wilson Foundations, as you can see on our wall. It's the same program that Fairview Elementary School uses. We start out by learning letter recognition and the sounds the letters make, and then we work into writing in the second half of the year. Another popular center here in our room is art. The children have the opportunity to work with a lot of different materials, from crayons to markers, Play-Doh, paints. They're welcome to use their creativity. It helps fine motor skills and expression. Our next center is manipulatives, which includes science and math materials. A lot of hands-on opportunities for the children to learn and explore in this center as well. This is our listening center. The children have an opportunity to use audiobooks throughout the year to listen, to understand the connection between the written word and sounds. They also are allowed to look at some books independently. The books change throughout the year, again, depending on what our subject is and what we're learning together in the classroom. This is our block area. Again, a lot of opportunities for the children to play together, to learn to be cooperative, to express themselves. Many different materials, from the wooden blocks to tubes, bricks. And over here we have some smaller materials such as Legos, Tinker Toys, trains, and small cars that the children are welcome to use and play with on our rug. This is also where we do our morning meeting, where we talk about the weather, we count, we sing, and we get ready for our day. Children have a lot of chances to explore and to learn through play in our classroom. We have a full day. We go outside when we can. We're in the parish hall when the weather isn't nice. They have a rest time after lunch where they can kind of get quiet for a little bit and rest up for the afternoon. And afternoon is full of free play and free choices. Thank you for visiting the Moonbeam Room. If you have any additional questions, you're welcome to call the school office. Thank you.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Shooting Star Room. My name is Mrs. Spreigel and I teach the pre-K full day class here at St. Stephen's. We meet on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and most of the kids in this class are 4 years old. Some of them have just turned 5 in the summer. So all year long we are getting ready for kindergarten. Why don't you come on in and I'll show you my room. When the kids first come in, they go to their cubbies and they hang up their book bags, coats, lunch bags, and then they come over here and sign in from home to school. This room is pretty neat with the cubbies being in here because it's very convenient for them. After they sign in, they find their name at the table, and this is where they trace, write it a few times, and when they're all finished, they come over to the rug where we have our morning meeting. We meet here several times during the day. For our morning meeting, we do our calendar, we look at the day of the week, count the days in the month, a lot of counting, we do patterns, we tally the weather, we do the Pledge of Allegiance, we have a flag holder, and then we have a fish feeder who feeds our class fish Goldie. We have a lot of jobs in here, and I'll tell you about them throughout my video. And then after that, we do our music and movement on the rug. After music and movement, we go over and we take a bathroom break. And after that, we get into centers. So for our centers, I divide the kids up into 3 groups. I have a center group. My teacher aide, Mrs. Januso, has a center group. And then we'll have a floor toy over on the rug. So right now, we're into our Wilson Foundations program. That's where we teach the letters. It's a very systematic approach to teaching letters and sounds. We start with skywriting the letters. The kids come over and they use their finger to trace the letters. Then they write with a dry erase marker. And then when they're ready, they use a pencil, and we do pencil and paper. So that's one center group. And then the other center group would be over here. We have about 3 to 4 kids in a center, and they're about 10 to 12 minutes long. So Mrs. Januso has been working on our creative curriculum. Right now we're doing clothing. So a few things that they've been working on are what shapes are on our clothes. So we've been doing a lot about shapes. That's where the geo boards come in. They talked about buttons. They did a button sort. They read Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons, and they made this craft. And we also have another book that goes along with the theme. Creative Curriculum has a lot of different types of books, a lot of nonfiction and fiction as well. And they did a little art project just recently. They decorated their t-shirts that are hanging up on the wall. So with Creative Curriculum, they have art, science, math, and they also do language arts too. So that would be the 3 centers, or 2 centers they go to, and then they rotate over here on the floor, and usually I'll have something that they play together on the floor, like barns, Legos, waffle blocks. We have a lot of stuff in the hallway closet, and we just rotate toys so they don't get bored. But they're always learning through play. They learn how to share. They learn how to take turns. They learn how to talk with one another. So that's what learning through play is all about. So after centers, in the afternoon, we do something called free choice, and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so this is our free choice chart. So they have a little more freedom to pick where they want to go for free choice. So this is just the sample of what it might look like for the week. I do change these weekly. So as you could tell, like we have the art center, Play-Doh, Playhouse, farm animals, fishing games, iPad, and feltboard. Those are the stations that are available this week. So for art center, there's 4 spots. So when they see the stop sign, that means nobody else could come into that station. So they do learn how to take turns. So these 3 would be in art. I know just recently we did some finger painting in the art station. And let's pretend that this boy, Everest, wants to come over and he would have enough room to join them at the art station as well. And then once they're done, they can move their name and they look at other stations that are available and they can move to an empty spot. So with Play-Doh, we had Valentine shapes. Playhouse complemented our creative curriculum clothing unit this week, where we set up a clothesline and the kids practiced hanging up clothes. They did laundry, pretend laundromat. So this also gets changed depending on their interest in what we're working on during the week. We've seen grocery store here. We've seen an ice cream shop. We've seen a veterinarian clinic set up. So they use their imagination and they get to play with each other. And the other things that were open, farm animals, like I said, this usually happens at the big carpet area and that gets changed. Fishing games are open. We do have an iPad in our classroom where that was set up for free choice this week. So about 2 friends can go to that. And usually it has to do with the theme that we're working on. So they were watching a feelings video over there and they're also doing a game. And then felt board was open too. And we did the mitten with our clothing unit. And this is what was out for them. So they retold the story, The Mitten. So that was one of their favorites too. All right, so after free choice, well, I'll show you what the schedule looks like and what we've already done. So our schedule is up here, and I move the arrow as we do each activity. So we talked about morning meeting. We do have a bathroom time. We did centers. We have a recess. We go outside or we play inside twice a day, depending on the weather. And as Mrs. Cosgrove already talked to you about our parish hall, if the weather isn't cooperating, that's where we'll do our gross motor. But we do love to get outside. And then we take another bathroom break. The kids do bring their lunch here. We have a story time after lunch, a quiet time where we might read books, play puzzles. We do not take naps in here, but we do have a quiet time. And then that's when free choice comes in. We have another recess, and we have a snack time where our class chef will bring in snack. And we take turns with our class chef every day, and they get special treatments throughout the day too. They get to be the line leader, they help out with calendar, and they get really excited about that. And then we have cleanup time, and then we go home. So we do fit in a lot of our 6 hours here, but we also learn a lot. And by the time the school year is over with, they are ready for kindergarten. So that's our classroom, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the fall.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Palace, and I'm the Pre-K Counts teacher at St. Stephen's Nursery School. Pre-K Counts is a state-run program that is offered to families. It's income-based. Pre-K Counts is also a mixed age classroom, so we have 3 to 5-year-olds. We provide a snack and a lunch for the children each day. We are a nut-free facility. Right here where I'm standing is our circle time area. We have a meeting in the morning, and in the afternoon we talk about calendar and weather, and we talk about a different letter each week and read stories and sing songs. I am going to show you around the classroom now. Over here we have a cool down corner or a quiet time spot if children just want to be alone for a little while. Then over here we have our dramatic play area with food and dishes and babies, and we changed this out. For Christmas we had a bakery and a little Christmas tree. We are a play-based program. That's why we have all these wonderful centers. This is our block area with lots of different materials for building and people and cars. And then over here we have Discovery, which includes science items and math. And then right over here we have a sensory table that we change out. Right now we're doing a snow study. So we have Arctic animals and some pretend snow and snowballs. But we can also put in sand or corn. We have a computer center for one friend. We have an alphabet center that has lots of different activities with the alphabet and puzzles. And then we do have, this is where my assistant prepares the meals. We have a full-size fridge and microwave and oven. And we eat right here in our classroom at these tables. And before I show you what's on this table, I'll show you we have a writing area and an art center and easel as well. Okay, for pre-K counts, we follow the creative curriculum, which has to do with studies. One of the studies is a tree study. These are just a few of the items from that. Right now we're doing a snow study. And then we do focus on one letter each week as well. This week's letter is the letter P. So there's a lot of different activities offered to the students. And last thing I want to say is we focus on social and emotional development here. We focus on cognitive skills, letter and number recognition, and we just have a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to visit St. Stephen's Nursery School today. We're happy that you could join us. We know that choosing a preschool for your child is a very big decision, and we hope that we've made it a little easier with our tour today. We hope that St. Stephen's might be the right fit for you. Again, we are a small, private, academic, play-based preschool. If it's the right fit, we're happy that you'll join our family. And if it's not, I hope you find what you're looking for. Thank you so much.